been into it ever since I was about 8 years old, sort of just doing little vivid tags and all that, but sort of been taking it seriously since about 2010. I've had to hang over 8-story ledges to get to certain spots. That's always fun. Sometimes I'll like shimmy out on a ledge and do a tag. As far as putting myself in danger, like my life, that's probably as far as it usually goes. Yeah, I've been caught a few times. When you're younger, like 13 years old or whatever, you'll go get an FGC, which is a meeting with the police, family, and sometimes victims if they care to show up. That usually results in some sort of apology letter. You might get community service. You can go to jail for 3 months and get a $2,000 fine. You know, you only get caught if you're dumb. I'll always keep doing it one way or another. I don't know if I'll ever become successful and make money off it, but as long as I'm still painting, it's all good.
Yeah, well, any graffiti is a problem, and it's a problem that a lot of the community are interested in. I don't think it's any more of a problem in the inner city than it has been previously in the community. We've experienced a 52% decrease in graffiti this year, which is really heartening. We have a contractor that provides our graffiti removal, and that's $66,000 a month. It's our ability to respond really quickly to the graffiti. I think that's having the most impact. We've got easy ways for the community to report it, and our graffiti team are really quick at being able to go out and cover it over, and that I suppose is a disincentive for taggers when it's removed so quickly.
Politicians think about graffiti because they see it as a symbol or like a sign of, I don't know, disorder or just moral degeneration or something as a force. You know, you see graffiti as a force that's threatening. Probably pretty easy way to sell it is to sell it back to people in a form that they want. You can basically pick up why they're really angry from the words that they're using, and you know that it's not even the graffiti that, it's not me that they're angry at, you know. People are angry because they're afraid, you know. That's what it is, really, you know, because graffiti itself is just totally it's power, you know. It's power of the collective individuals, but it's power of the individual.
You know, anything that has permission is legitimate, but there is a difference between tagging your initials on a fence and actually embarking on a piece of artwork where people want it, and that artist is often either recompensed for it or acknowledged positively for it. As street art the genre of street art has gained credibility as a legitimate art form, I think that's had quite an impact on some of the taggers who see that the legitimate art form is something that they'd be interested in, not the permissionless vandalism. And so there's a little bit of that, I think, that we're starting to see as a sort of a bit of a culture shift in tagging being cool.
I don't think I do have the right to do that. I mean, sometimes if it's already got a bunch of graffiti on it, so what? What's the difference? But when it's a clean service, no. You don't necessarily have the right to do it. I don't think I'm doing some greater good for the world or anything.
I just wanted to make the most of life, really, you know? Not many people would get to experience living in a city like that. It was crazy, you know? They never were my buildings, never really, you know, they were never my buildings. And then they could be, you know, your building. I don't care what people think. It's not for you unless you've risen to that level and can actually understand it on the level it's being given to you at. It's communication, and it's not communicating to the people who won't open their minds to listen to it, I guess.